Hello, hello, hello. Pardon my voice. This is my feeding the duck. I kind of like it. Well, feeding the duck, going and feeding the duck. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you, everybody who joined me last night. I know my voice is horrible. I'm taking antiviral right now, and it's one of those things. But we are ending a full moon in Cancer. And what was really unique about this full moon was that the sun was in conjunct with Mercury retrograde with this full moon. So, I mean, it was a high intense emotional moon. And later on today, the sun is going to be in opposition with Pluto going into tomorrow. So we have this energy that's really can bring in a lot of emotions. People, overreacting on things. But I feel like, if you're really ground it, like keeping yourself grounded. Yeah, this is what I need to do. It's Saturn's day. So Saturn's day is a day of getting shit done. So it's about, let's get shit done. Let's get organized. Let's, keeping yourself focused on the things that you need to get done. And, when somebody's going off or having their little tantrum, it's like, okay, that's theirs. It has nothing to do with me. So I need to really more focus on the things I need to look at. And this moon, I mean, the moon in Cancer is very emotional. Um, Cancer likes the past, and it can live in the past very easily. So it is sort of the I'm going to call it the Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups is sort of the melancholy in the tarot, and the Six of Cups has you remember all the things the way they used to be, all the things how we used to do it. And this is like really, yeah, it's great. It's great to remember those things. It's great to understand those things. But it's also that you can't live there. You got to move forward. You got to go on to something more in your life than sit there and remember, oh, this was so great when so and so was here. You know, so this is about making some new memories and creating some new energy for yourself. And going forth and creating that energy is going to be so important. Last night, I did the Year of the Underdog. Um, it was awesome. Thank you, everybody who joined me last night. It was a very wonderful evening. And, in that evening, there was a lot of things, more things I did want to share. But time wise, I already went into 2 hours. Time wise, it just, wasn't feasible. I sent each person out a picture by a Dutch artist. And this picture by this artist, I wish I picture. And it's very interesting. See if I can pull it up again. Oh yeah, it pops right up. It's the Triumph of Death picture. Um, Let me see if I can bring it up for you guys. It's quite an interesting picture. Um, this this picture. So I'm going to see if I can pull this up. Now this picture was done in 1562, and it has been in Madrid since 1827. So it shows the havoc across the black and desolate landscape. Um, there we go. I'm going to share my presented. I'm just going to share my screen with this. It's a Wikipedia one. And I'm going to do it full screen for you. Um, this picture, and I'm going to Stop my banners. I'm gonna hide these. So hopefully you can get the full. If I can make it bigger for you. Now, I'm hoping this is bigger for you. This picture has so much in it. There's so much going on in it. And it shows how all of these, and there's a cross on top of here. There's a red cross over here. Now, there's a lot in this picture, and I just find it fascinating because it's showing all of these people being led into this coffin. And there are all these skeletons over here. And everyone's being attacked. And we got the hangman over here, the hangman over here. And we have the tower. We have many depictions of the tarot. But what I found interesting was there's this one person right here. He's the only one in the whole crowd of this desolation, and he sees what's going on. He is looking at what's going on. And back in here, there is the people in the shadows. He has his eye in the shadow. And now the thing about this picture and what I found so fascinating is that sometimes it's just that one person. They could see what's in the shadows. They could see what's in that was a church there, and they can see that they're going there and they're ready to battle. They're ready to go into battle. They're ready to go forward into this. This is where you can find a lot of people being called heretics. They're the people who see things. They're the people who are ready to go into battle and fight that of what is in the shadows. Because there's still a lot within the shadows. It's the ones that are in the shadows that are controlling that whole scene. And that's what I find so fascinating about that picture. It is it is one that was based on the Black Plague. You know, how everybody believed one thing and they were ushered in and ushered in, you know, into this coffin and everybody's just going along. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And with through all the tyranny, you know, many are trying to escape and run away. And I feel like there's this energy that's coming in that we really have to stand up and not get all emotional with that of the past and the way things were. This is what this person did, or this is what that person did. This is about coming into a new energy to bring forth the exuberance of who you are. Allow yourself to step into that wisdom, that knowingness, and allowing for yourself to really honor your wisdom. And I feel like that's going to be so important in the coming weeks and in the coming months, in the coming years as we step forward, to not be led into anything that we don't want to be led into. I um I was just listening to a um born Andrews. He's Norwegian, and he does have a YouTube page. And I've listened to him since, I think, since 2019. I started following him, not only because he's cute, but he a lot of things that he was saying were making sense to me. And he was a person who's not a spiritualist per se. He's not into he's, you know, he is a Viking. He's, you know, he does his own um he's an author too, a Viking author and stuff. But he was coming out and saying some things that I was feeling and seeing in the astrology and things like that. And that's what I love. It's like you see people who are like born who come out and they're saying, "Oh, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm feeling." You know, I might be wrong, but um what I know and what I trust in my feelings, I trust in what I am doing. And that's what he's done all along, you know, and trusting in who he is. And that's the, you know, that's the beauty, is that there are these people out there, you know, in Norway, in France, in Egypt. Egypt keeps coming in. So in Egypt and in many other countries that are standing up, that are allowing themselves to be heard, whether through doing videos and coming out and talking to people or talking to small groups. And that's going to be so, so, so important, is coming out, standing up and talking, not falling for that is within the shadows. And, that picture, the triumph of death, is really such a powerful picture. There's so much going on. And I just love the layers that are in there as an artist, just to see the artistic value of what the painter did. And, the other thing, that he was Dutch. And I found it, quite amusing when I was looking at this picture, because um, during the time in the 1500s, there was a Dutch Pope, which was very odd at the time. I mean, you don't hear about a Dutch Pope. And he's the one who started to banish all the heretics out of Holland. And I thought, man, that's really crazy, banning all the heretics. And then what came across my feed not long after that was Holland is closing down the red light district, or tapering it down, and that they are beginning to ban a lot to do with marijuana and stuff, and the smoking of marijuana. So I found that so interesting, because, part of the energies that are coming in is to, ban substances, even though that they've legalized it here. But also ban other substances like alcohol, and, like prohibition. And that's what I feel like. It's like part of the control is like they don't want you to do that. They'll give you something else, they'll give you something that's going to make you feel better. And that's why, a lot of the medications and that, you got to be careful right now, because they are putting antidepressants and stuff like that in it. And you may not even know, you might go, this is just making me feel great. I feel good, but it's being wise in what we are taking and what we are uh, consuming within our bodies. And this is where, again, the moon in Cancer, bring it back. Well, this is the way we used to do it. And, it was so wonderful back then. Well, you know, we have to honor that and step into our newness, because the frequencies that are coming in is that we have to allow ourselves to find our frequency that is right for us, in order for us to illuminate and illuminate in a world that has a lot of shadows, and a lot more shadows are going to be present in and around us. And we have to really continue to shine brightly and be that light as we walk along our path. So, sending you guys out so much love today. I have so much running around. It's my last day off before I go to work tomorrow morning. Um, be clear on what it is that you want in everything. Um, and if you're humming and hawing, back away. Don't go. So, you will know when you know. That's what my guides say. You know when you know. When you know, you go. If you're humming and hawing, don't do it. Start doing this. Do something else. Go wash the dishes. It'll take you, into the direction that you need to go into. So, sending you out so much love. May the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you, and all you say, and all that you be, and all you do. If you are wanting to purchase that video that I did last night, definitely let me know, and I'll send it out to you. And it's $30. So have a blessed one, everyone, and we will talk to you hopefully tomorrow. We'll see how I feel after have being off for like 5 days and then going back to work. Okay, blessings.